Hello, my name is Maple, and first of all, welcome to Hogwarts. Congratulations on your acceptance. It's a very competitive school, and I know that a lot of people get very upset when they don't get an acceptance letter on their birthday. Well, welcome. You may have heard that the Sorting Hat is on a bit of a strike right now. Yeah, well, he's insisting that we wouldn't have won the war if he hadn't have originally placed Harry in Gryffindor, so he's demanding a lot of extra things, but he's just a hat after all. But nothing a little wizard and witch ingenuity can't solve. So I will be conducting your house placement test that we have put together instead of the Sorting Hat. Don't worry. We had many people put in their input. We had all the house heads. We had people from every single house work together on this, so we're pretty confident it'll get us to about the same results. Oh, yes, Headmaster McGonagall asked that all of the testing be carried out by Hufflepuffs because she figured we would be the least biased of all the houses. Yeah. So, are you ready to begin? Perfect. Okay. Question 1. Which of the following would you most hate people to call you? Ordinary, ignorant, cowardly, or selfish? Okay. Question 2. After you've died, very sad, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Miss you but smile? Ask for more stories about your adventures? Think with admiration of your achievements? Or you don't care about what people think after you're dead, it's while you're alive that it counts? Okay, interesting. And number 3, given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, wisdom, love, or power? Okay. And how would you most like to be known to history? The wise, the good, the bold, or the great? Perfect. Okay, next. You enter an enchanted garden. What would you be most curious to examine first? The silver-leafed tree bearing golden apples? The fat red toadstools that appear to be talking to each other? The bubbling pool in the depths of which something luminous is swirling? That one sounds exciting. Or the statue of an old wizard with a strangely twinkling eye. Good answer. Okay. And what kind of instrument most pleases your ear? Would you say a violin, drums, piano, or a trumpet? Okay, next one. This one's exciting. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try to open? We have a small tortoise shell box embellished with gold. Inside, some small creatures seem to be squeaking. Next, we have the gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin. Next, we have the ornate gold casket standing on clawed feet, whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. Or the small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a message upon it that simply reads, "I only open for the worthy." Yeah, this one is kind of exciting. You'd go with that box? Oh, interesting. Okay. Next page. This one is pretty similar. For this one, 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? We have the foaming, frothy, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds. I don't know if that would be very delicious though. The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums. The golden liquid, so bright that it hurts the eye, and which makes sunspots dance all around the room. Or the mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. Okay. I thought that might be the answer. Okay. Once every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of a crackling log fire, fresh parchment, home, or the sea. Yeah, that's a nice smell. Okay, and a troll has gone berserk in the headmaster's study at Hogwarts. It's about to smash several irreplaceable items and treasures, including a cure for dragonpox, very important, which the headmaster has nearly perfected, student records going back 1,000 years, and a mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes believed to have been written by Merlin. So in which order would you rescue these 3 items? That one first, okay. And then, oh, interesting. Okay. And then the last one. Yeah, the only one left. Perfect. Okay. Next question. Which would you rather be? We have trusted, liked, imitated, praised, envied, or feared. Okay, and which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? We have hunger, cold, loneliness, boredom, or being ignored. Yeah, yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, and what are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Every area of magic that you possibly can. We have apparition and disapparition. Yeah, that's being able to teleport to different places. We have transfiguration. Flying on a broomstick, always fun. Hexes and jinxes. All about magical creatures. Secrets about the castle, or anything else that you can think of. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. Okay. Next page. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds, invisibility, superhuman strength, power to speak to animals, power to change the past, or be able to change your appearance at will. And which of the following would you most like to study? We have centaurs, goblins, merpeople, ghosts, vampires, werewolves, or trolls. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be one of the longest questions, okay? Don't worry though, it's still easy. So, one of your housemates has cheated in a Hogwarts exam by using a self-spelling quill. Now he has come top of the class in charms, beating you into second place. Professor Flitwick is suspicious of what happened. He draws you to one side after one of his lessons and asks you whether or not your classmate used a forbidden quill. What would you do? So your first option is lie and say that you don't know, but hope that someone else will tell him the truth. Would you tell Professor Flitwick that he ought to ask your classmate and resolve to tell your classmate that if he doesn't tell the truth, that then you will? Tell Professor Flitwick the truth. If your classmate is prepared to win by cheating, he deserves to be found out. Also, you are both in the same house, so any points he loses will be gained by you coming in first. Or would you not wait to be asked by Professor Flitwick and just tell him the truth on your own accord? If you knew that somebody was using a forbidden quill, you would mention it before the exam even started. Yeah, you think you would go with that one? That's okay, you can take your time. Yeah, okay, I'll write you down for that. Also, I feel like this doesn't need to be said, but no using forbidden quills in Hogwarts. Yeah, just making sure. Okay, next one is fun. You and two friends need to cross a bridge being guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he'll let you pass. So do you attempt to confuse the troll into letting all three of you pass without fighting? Do you suggest drawing straws to decide which of you will fight? Do you suggest that all three of you should fight without warning the troll ahead of time? Or do you volunteer to fight? Yeah, it's nice of you. Very smart. Okay. We have our last page of questions now, so we're almost done. Next, which road tempts you most? The wide, sunny, grassy lane, the narrow, dark, lantern-lit alley, the twisting, leaf-strewn path through the woods, or the cobbled street lined with ancient buildings? Okay. And which nightmare would frighten you the most? We have standing on top of something very high and realizing suddenly that there are no handholds or footholds or any barrier to stop you from falling. Would you be more frightened by an eye in a keyhole in the dark, windowless room in which you are locked? It's very scary. Or waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. Or being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you and everyone is laughing at you. So which of those would be the scariest? Okay. I thought so. Okay. Late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have been from a magical source. Do you proceed with caution, keeping one hand on your concealed wand and one eye out for any disturbances? Do you draw your wand and try to discover the source of the noise? Do you draw your wand and stand your ground? Or do you withdraw into the shadows to await developments while mentally reviewing the most appropriate defensive and offensive spells should any trouble occur? Okay. Yeah, I thought the same for this one. Yeah, I think that's smart. Okay, and next, a muggle confronts you and says that they are sure that you are a witch or wizard. Do you ask them what makes them think so? Agree and ask if they'd like a free sample of a jinx? Or agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you're bluffing? Or do you tell them that you are worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor? Okay. Perfect. Okay, that is it for the longer questions. There's just a couple of this or that questions now. So, dawn or dusk? Yeah, can you hear the owls from the owlery? That's quite close to here. We have moon or stars? Forest or river? Okay. Black or white? Heads or tails? And finally, left or right? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that is it for the multiple choice. But before we finish up, I would like to ask you maybe the most important question, which is, what house would you like to be a part of and why? Yeah, it's a good reason. Okay, perfect. And what house would you least want to be a part of? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, perfect. Well, we are all done here. I won't be able to give you your results. In fact, I don't even know which answers will lead to which houses. They did that on purpose in the interest of fairness. But your house will be announced tomorrow when we have the big opening dinner for the year with everyone from the school attending. Well, thank you so much for being so nice and easy to interview. I hope that you get a house that you are happy with, and I hope that you enjoy your time with us here at Hogwarts. Well, I'm sure I will be seeing you around the school. But until then, goodbye.